Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. As I go back to the past, as I look at some great racing footage, maybe the greatest ice race track ever, and it's still there. I actually look and see if they're going to run again this year. Antigo, Wisconsin, a half-mile track that the good men, my good Krieger and the wheelmen, the three-wheel guys running the unstudded, hours and hours of laying water down to make this beautiful half-mile ice track. CWIRA, Central Wisconsin Ice Race Association, they really treated me well. There was a great group, and they were happy that I was doing TV shows, so I always enjoyed racing with these guys, whether it was the four-wheel guys, the three-wheel, the unstudded, and they had 4 or 5 motorcycle classes, so it made a great program. So in the next 25, 26 minutes, I'm going to show you all the highlights racing at Antigo, and it was some great racing action. So let's go check out the racing with CWIRA. Don't forget my website, teamdan45@gmail.com. I'd like to hear from you. Tell me what you think of this clip from Antigo.
Well, you couldn't ask for a greater day than this. It's in the 30s. I'm in Antigo, Wisconsin, which is northeast a little bit from Wausau, so we're pretty far up there. We're running this half mile, and we're running a night race, and I'll tell you, we're at Antigo Fairgrounds. We were here last year, and I think this is the best racetrack, the best ice racetrack probably in the country.
And now we're going to look at the final for the Open Pro Quads. Jumping out front, it looks like a Suzuki, but it doesn't sound like a Suzuki. Could be wrong, but I think I hear a 4-stroke up there. I don't know which one is. The Open Pro, there's a lot of them Yamaha Banshee 350 2-stroke twin cylinders. Up front, number 9, I believe. It's MJ BK from Clintonville. But I'm listed on a Suzuki. Come on and hold on to this lead. With the Yamaha Banshees right behind them. It looks like there's 2 of them. Number 797, Todd Wurtzba from Wind Lake, Wisconsin. Todd makes the move on the outside. Guy Robus back in third. Number 19, 1 lap to go. Let's see if Todd Wurtzba can hold on to the lead. Second place. Second place is MJ Blanky from Clintonville. Third place is 19. That's Guy Rumbus. Fourth place looks like Josh Edwards from Kingsford, Michigan. Going to pick up the win is Todd Wurtzba from Wind Lake, Wisconsin.
And now we're going to check out the action. Open Pro Motorcycles.
We get a good clean start. Jumping up front, it's Tim Farrell. Tim Farrell from Oak Park, Illinois, a west suburb of Chicago. He's on the Illinois Harley Davidson Road Tex 600. Timmy's really getting around this beautiful half-mile ice track. Right behind him is Cliff Echoes from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Got a battle shaping up for third. So number 28. 28 is Randy Triplett, just moved into third place. We swing back. Still up front. Tim Farrell's got about 6 bike lengths over Cliff Echoes. Tim Farrell just turned a 25-14 on that lap. It looks like he's going to run away coming out of turn 2. It looks like he gets a great advantage. He really stretches it. So number 29 and 5th place is John Strangefeld from Neilsville. Jerry Wilhelm is right behind him. He's on a Rotex. 1 lap to go. Tim Farrell still up front. Second place is still Cliff Echoes. Tim Farrell goes on to pick up the win. Second place was Cliff Echoes, and third place was Randy Triplett. Now we're going to take a look at the 250 Pro Rubber ATVs. Up front, it's Shane Krieger from Antigo. He's one of the members of the Antigo Wheels Unlimited Club, 69. It's like Greg Strosian from Wisconsin Rapids. These are unstudded, racing for money, 3-wheelers. For those of you that wonder what happened to the 3-wheelers that the federal government outlawed about 10 years ago, Shane Krieger from Antigo is going on to pick up the win in his first heat race. They ran 2 heats in the 250 Pro Rubber ATV class. Now in the second heat, watch them come off the line. Remember, these are unstudded. That's why they're working up in the snow or the crushed ice that comes off the studded classes, looking for that traction, finessing their way around the track. Wow, look at that guy. He got some traction. He's got some horsepower. He's got it hooked up. Looks like another rider out of Antigo. It's like number 20. Is that Ernie Stager? Sure is. Second place. That was number 5. Dan Linder. You have to watch this race develop. But picking up the win was Ernie Stager. Second place was Scott Linder. Third place, Dan Linder. That final event, the Outlaw Pro Rubber ATV. Another unstudded race. You can see who's up front. For all the space these 3-wheelers have, it's hard to read the numbers from the side. Maybe they should put the numbers on the front wheel mounted off the front forks. Let's see them when they come down the front straightaway. Up front is number 55. That's Matthew Wingo. He's on a Honda. Most of these bikes are Hondas. And they're outlawed. Second place could be either Scott or Dan Lindner from Royal, Wisconsin. We watch their technique. Some of them ride high. Some of them looking for that cushion, looking for the snowflakes, or the ice flakes that are churned up by the studded classes. And a little better traction and trying to get traction in the glare ice, whereas you'll see the studded classes stay right on the glare ice. Watch that slide. Whoa, did he kill the motor? Well, he still got the lead, but now moving up in the second place, that looks like Shane Krieger. Shane Krieger from Antigo. Just dropped back to third place. Let's see a motor down. Shane Krieger is now in second place. And he's the member of the Antigo Wheels Unlimited Club, part of the Central Wisconsin Ice Race Association. He's the one that called me up and invited Team Chicago to cover this event, provided us with lodging, this lift, electricity, everything we needed. And they provided us with the greatest half-mile ice race in the country, if not in the world. This is the race of the century as far as I'm concerned. The temperature is 35 degrees. I'm shooting these events and I'm not even wearing gloves. It's so great out. The action was fast, the track was fast, and everybody had a great time. But going on to pick up the win, this Outlaw Pro Rubber ATV is number 55. That's Matthew Wingo. Second place was Shane Krieger. Third place was Dan Lindner. Fourth place was Scott Lindner, and fifth place was Ernie Stager.
The next day, I had a chance to interview my host, Shane Krieger, with the Antigo Wheels Unlimited.
Wheels Unlimited out of Antigo, Wisconsin, and they are the guys that put on this great half mile. I would say last night, in my mind, was the race of the century. The weather was splendid. The weather's great today. It's in the 20s, a little cooler today, but I'll tell you that the riding was great. That was the best racetrack I've ever been on, ever.
You bet. We had a real good turnout, 120 riders, I believe we had, and no one got carried away in the ambulance, so we had a good ride.
Right. Well, and the thing is, you limited because it was a night race, so you had all the pro classes, and then today we got the whole array of 27 classes with the Central Wisconsin Ice Race Association. Now, you run with those guys every week, right?
Right.
And that is made up of a bunch of different clubs, so every smaller club has their own event, and they take care of the event, and everybody shares in the points then, right?
Right. That's why the popularity of it is so great. It's a different track. It's a different group each time, so there's no favoritism. It's going to be set up different each time, and you really have to dial just to get a good, consistent run each time.
Right, and the other thing, you guys really know how to get races off. I mean, this thing goes like clockwork. I mean, if you got to pay attention if you're racing, because they'll just pass you right by.
Right, it's bam, bam, bam. There's starting gates. When one group's coming off, there's another coming on, and we're racing.
Yeah, that's right. So this is really a great organization. So now the rumor be that you may have the Amateur National, AMA Amateur National next year. How's things look so far?
Well, we had a meeting last night, and it sounds like we're going to go ahead with it. We have to talk to a couple other clubs that are going to help us out, but I'm quite sure next year this will be it. We'll have the AMA Nationals here.
All right, we're going to try to go for this earlier date, too, so it'll be like the second or third week in January?
Right. I think we're going to try to go for the same date again. It just seems to work out good with building the track. It takes us about a month to build the track. We got 15 inches of ice. I think this is a good time to hold it.
Okay, and you get such cooperation out of the fairgrounds. It's so, and in fact, I have to say this on camera. This is probably the nicest fairgrounds I have been to, and I've been to hundreds of fairgrounds. So I hope that people at Antigo appreciate what they have here with this fairgrounds, because this is great.
Oh yes, everybody in the town, from one group to another, has put money into the fairgrounds to make it what it is. So it's not one group that did it, and it's not just the county. It's the people in the town and county that have brought this together like this.
Okay, well, looks like we're going to get back to some more racing. So I want to thank you again for inviting us up here, and we will be back next year.
All right, thank you for coming.
Now we're going to look at 250 Pro Rubber ATV. Up front is number 11. That's Jay Farner from Plower. Got a battle going on between 17, Tom Wilkie, and number 41, Jeremy Fleece. Fifth place is Shane Krieger. Shane Krieger, one of the Antigo Wheels Unlimited members. He's the guy that invited Team Chicago up to shoot this event. And I'll tell you, I got to thank that club. We had a great time. They really took care of us, provided us with this great scissors lift so we can get some good footage. Leading now, Jay Fardner from Plower. Second place is Greg Stojan from Wisconsin Rapids. We watch this battle going on for third place between Jeremy Fleece and Tom Wilkie. But right back there is Shane Krieger, just waiting for him to slip a little bit as he works the hook up, and picking up the win was Jay Fardner. Second place was Greg Strojan, and third place was Shane Krieger.
Now let's check out the action in the 250 motorcycle class.
Jumping up front was 190. That's Brad Furman, and he's from Wadsworth, Illinois. He's on a Suzuki. That's a Ron and Brian's of Waukegan Suzuki. Second place on a Yamaha, John Dillenberg. We watch his battle for third. 77 is Danny Peterson. This is his first race for 1996. Danny Peterson lives in Franklin Park, Illinois. And he's on a 250 Honda. Got a lousy start, has worked his way up to third. But this battle up front is running away with it. Up front is Brad Ferment from Wadsworth, Illinois on a Suzuki. Second place, John Dillenberg out of Wisconsin. He's on a Yamaha. Danny Peterson is in third place. Fourth place is like Kurt Huckbody from Wausau, and he's on a Yamaha. With this young rider out of Wadsworth going on to pick up the win is Danny Peterson from Franklin Park running in third. He's left the pack, but he's run out of time as far as to catch these two leaders. Next race we get a chance to look at is Senior Bikes. I'm out there in this race. The Rotex gave up its spirit, so I'm riding George Mack's 250. This is open to any size bikes. Up front, even looks like a 250. Catch these numbers. Number 11's up front. It's like Gary Walkowski. 21, Scott Nyman is in second place. Third place could be hard to read, but I just moved into fourth place on YZ 250. You can see me sort of there, trying to move on the outside. Ride number 34. Number 11's up front. Check that. That could be Joe Thronberg, 11X. The battle up front. Now moving up front looks like 21. That's Scott Nyman. So I'm trying to work my way through the field. It's like Gary Walkowski has moved back. He's in third now. 11X, I guess it's Joe Thronberg from Minnesota. He's running second. I'm just out of camera shot. Here I come. I'm making the move on the inside and trying to catch the leaders. The 21, Scott Neiman. There's about 6 or 7 riders, but now 11X Joe Thronberg has just moved into the lead. I almost got around Scott Nyman there. But I ended up picking up third place. Picking up the win was Joe Thronberg. Second place was Scott Nyman. Out is 250s. George Mack gets another lousy start. He's on number 34. It's on the Yamaha YZ 250. He's got a lot of ground to make up. We watch the pack shuffling in turn 3 and 4. George is on the gas. Picks off one rider up front, 51X. It's Kurt Nipp from Marion. But right on his heels is Brian Ferment from Wadsworth, Illinois. On that Suzuki as we watch George Mack on that YZ Torco Racing Fuel. Working his way through traffic, but the riders up front have now ran away from the pack. 190 now leading is Brian Ferment. He's from Wadsworth. It's on that Ron and Brian Suzuki. With George Mack pass a couple more bikes. He's up to 5th place now. Tries to get around 440. That's Jason Held. He makes the move around him. Gets around bike 60. That's Charlie Wild from Antigo. George now moved himself into 3rd place, but I don't think he has enough laps. He's only 5 lap finals. at Antigo with the Central Wisconsin Ice Race Association. George better be careful if he wants a trophy. But up front, the battle continues between the young Brian Ferment from Wadsworth, Illinois, and Kurt Nitt from Marion, Wisconsin. Kurt just moved into the lead, number 51.
Well, it was Kurt Nitt picking up the win. Brian Ferment was second. George Mack finished third place.
Open Pro Quads jumping up front. It's like Todd Wimba from Wind Lake, Wisconsin. He's on a Yamaha 350 twin Banshee. These things are definitely the fastest thing on the ice as far as the four-wheelers. Putting out 70 to 75 horsepower. Battle going on for second. Number 11, it's Rob Steyer. As he moves into second place. Third place, looks like Dan Otto was at number 69. We got two Banshees up front. Now moving into third place is number 3. That's Josh Edwards from Kingsford, Wisconsin. 69 is Dan Otto from Wind Lake. The studded class, pro class, open pro. These guys really get around this beautiful half mile. They're going on to pick up the win was Todd Wimba, second place with Rob Steyer, and third place was Josh Edwards. And now we're looking at the open class, jumping out front. Cliff Echoes, it's like Tim Farrell, number 42, got tied up in traffic. Cliff Echoes from Marshfield, Wisconsin. 29 is John Strangefeld from Neilsville on a Kawasaki. As Tim Farrell makes the move around the outside on that Illinois Harley-Davidson Rotex 600. Tim Farrell from Oak Park, Illinois, near west suburb of Chicago. 223 riders showed up for this greatest race of the century. As Tim Farrell tries to reel in Cliff Echoes. Timmy tries to reel in Cliff. He just turned a 23.43. Getting on his back wheel. Whoa, Tim goes a little wide. Will he have time to make it up? They're running a 10-lap final. This is probably one of the greatest ice races you're ever going to see. The track is great, splendid, incredible. The people here at the Antigo Fairgrounds, the Langlade County Fairgrounds in Antigo, Wisconsin, we had a great time as Tim Farrell chases down Cliff Echoes from Marshfield, Wisconsin. So we got Illinois rider on a Rotex Harley, taking on a Wisconsin rider. A little bit of snow is starting to come down. Tim's trying to make the move on the inside. And now he's setting them up. Let's see if he can make the drive out of turn 2. Tim gets the drive. He's going to see if he can cut another 23-second lap out here. And believe me, this is faster on ice than we could ever go on dirt on this racetrack. Let's see what's going on behind this dueling duo. 29 is John Strangefeld, third place. 28 trying to move in is Randy Triplett. Then number 67 in fifth. '67 is Tony Kohler from Winona, Minnesota. John Strangefeld at Kawasaki is holding his pack back, holding on. Fourth place is Randy Triplett. '88 is trying to work up there. That's Sean Bruckman. Music for the show by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue, and Travesty. All his music was recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. Tim Farrell goes to pick up the win. Cliff Echoes was second. John Strangefelt was third. Randy Triplett was fourth. And everybody had a great time in Antigo, Wisconsin.
A special thanks to Wheels Unlimited. Shane and his gang putting on the race of the century. Wheels Unlimited, www.antigowheelsunlimited.com. Don't forget Central Wisconsin Ice Race Association, www.cwira.com. Get their latest schedule and go out and enjoy motorcycle, ATV, and quad ice racing. We had a great time at the Langlade County Fair, Antigo, Wisconsin. To contact me, let me know what you think of this clip. Go to teamdan45@gmail.com. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action.